Good day. You are watching the Christian Authors on Tour CAOT TV Show. And I'm one of your co-hosts, Lynn, Pinder, and I have Pastor Kevin Wayne Johnson here.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I am well.
Good.
Yes.
Excellent. Always good to see you smile.
Good to see you as well.
Likewise.
Leroy has been holding down the fort.
Yes, he has.
We've been having so much fun.
Good. That's what it's all about.
Yes. And so we're looking forward. We're so excited that you have joined us this morning, and we have this dynamic woman of God that we're going to talk about soon. Can't wait.
That's right.
But we have some announcements, right?
Yes. So let's kick it off with a really big announcement. Lynn and I and the entire Christian Authors on Tour are extremely excited to partner with our good friend, founder and director of the National Christian Writers Conference. Antonio Crawford and his family will be here on the East Coast from San Diego, California, May 17th through the 18th, 2019, here on the East Coast in the great state of Maryland, the National Christian Writers Conference. We're going to have a dynamic group of speakers. We're going to teach you all about the craft of writing. We're going to have fellowship. We're going to love on each other. It's going to be a great time of learning and very exciting. We'll more than likely have a gospel artist or two to bring forth some praise and worship. It's going to be a phenomenal time. I've been a good friend to this man of God for about 15 years, and we just agreed that we would partner with the Christian Authors on Tour and the National Christian Writers Conference right here in the great state of Maryland. So save the date, 17 through 18, 2019, in the wonderful month of March. More to come, and we want you to join us. It's going to be a phenomenal time.
Yes, and that's one of many scheduled tour stops that we have in the works. We are coordinating the 2019 Seed in Good Soil Christian Authors on Tour multi-state Christian book tour. Our first scheduled tour stop will be in April in Savannah, Georgia. Then we're at the Christian Writers Conference in May. In July, we're at the Harlem Book Fair, and Brother Max Rodriguez will be our guest next Friday on the CAOT TV Show.
Awesome.
In August, we'll be at Harvest Church in St. Louis, Missouri. And in September, I'm really excited about this. We're going to be at the Beantown Jazz Festival in Boston, Massachusetts. Sister Mitzi Carasculo is helping us pull that together. And then in December, we have our signature event with Christian Authors on Tour. That's the Christian Writers Literary Festival. And for the last maybe 3 years, we've had it at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center in Baltimore, Maryland. It will be there again in 2019, so save the date, December 14th, 2019. And so we have a wonderful year of books and Christian authors. And so if you're watching and you're saying to yourself, hey, I want to get out, I want to meet different people, I want to connect with Christian book lovers, I want to, stock up on Christian books and meet the authors. And that's what I love about our events, because you can buy books all day long, but how often do you get to meet the author?
Exactly. And have it autographed.
Yes. So if you want more information about the 2019 Seed in Good Soil Christian Authors on Tour multi-state Christian book tour, please visit us online at www.christianauthorsontour.com. By Christmas, I promise you, the website will be updated, so we'll have all that great information for you. But in the meantime, check in with us here on the TV show. We're here every Friday on the WBGR Gospel Network, and want to send a special shout out to Lionel and Tim and Coy. They all make it possible for us, right?
Absolutely. Behind the scenes doing their thing. That's right.
Hard workers.
Yes, and we're so grateful for the WBGR Gospel Network. We're really excited to be part of the WBGR family, and we featured them in the month of January in the CAOT TV Show calendar. And so 2019 is going to be just an awesome year. 2018 was an awesome year, to tell the truth, but 2019 is just we have 3 calendars in commemoration of the 11th year anniversary of Christian Authors on Tour. And we have the 2019 Men of CAOT, photo wall calendar. We have the CAOT TV Show photo wall calendar. And we have the 2019 Ladies of CAOT photo wall calendar. And our guest here, you're going to learn a little bit more about her. She is the July author in the spotlight for the 2019 Ladies of CAOT photo wall calendar.
All right.
And just want to encourage you, each month, each month of the year features a different Christian author. And it's a great way to support Christian authors on tour, but it's also a keepsake, and it gives you an opportunity to just learn more about men and women who are using writing as a tool for Christian ministry. And so you can purchase these calendars now. You can order them now. Go to our website, www.christianauthorsontour.com. Click on the Products and Services tab and order your calendar. And if you put your order in now, I might be able to work out a discount for you. So give me a call at 800-929-1418. And before I forget, Pastor Kevin, I want to just send a shout out to our corporate sponsor.
Yes, please.
Freedom Paper Company. This is a dynamic company. I want you to visit them online, www.freedompapercompany.com. www.freedompapercompany.com. If you're looking for a low-cost way of just stocking up on paper products, tissue paper, paper towels, all kinds of things, toilet paper. This is a great company. I do the auto ship. It's $30 a month. And I get this big box. And because I live alone, I end up having like all of these extra boxes.
Right.
And so I've donated a couple boxes to some nonprofits that I'm affiliated with. But it's a great way to just make sure you have your paper products, but it's also a Black-owned business, and it's a great way to support a Black-owned business. And for my Christian authors who are not Black, if you're white or Latino, you're like, well, why are you just supporting Black-owned businesses? Guess what? We support white businesses, we support Latino businesses, but it's just so awesome because oftentimes with Black-owned businesses, we struggle so much. And so if you're wondering why we always shout out the Black-owned businesses, it's because we're Black and we struggle so much. But that doesn't mean that we won't support your business. So if you would like, if you're white and you're watching, don't get offended. You can become a corporate sponsor too.
Yes.
Just give me a call at 800-929-1418 and I will shout your company out as well.
Because the last time I checked, the color of money is green.
Green. And the last time I checked, membership into the body of Christ, no colors.
Yep.
No colors.
Complimentary.
Right. No
complimentary.
Colors.
Absolutely. Well, Lynn, as we end 2018 and start to kick off 2019, as you were speaking, something came to mind, and perhaps our theme for 2019 should be next level thinking. I'm just saying, just think about it, let it marinate, let it cook a little bit, let it simmer, and I'm just sort of thinking.
That's great for the TV show.
Yeah, absolutely,
right. Next
absolutely,
level thinking.
absolutely.
Yes, I love it.
Well, we want to welcome this young lady that's sitting between Lynn and I to the CAOT TV show, a wonderful woman of God. Her name is Theresa V. Wilson. We'll ask her in a minute the importance of the V. Probably vivacious, but I'll let her get into that. And she's the author of 3 wonderful books. And she's also on the faculty at the American Christian Writers Association, which is a very, very prominent Christian literary organization to teach us all how to be better writers, how to maximize sales, the importance of editing and proofreading. She's going to talk a little bit more about that, but it's powerful. But look at these 3 books: Seeking and Reaching and Searching, Letting the Spirit Lead is one. The other one in the middle is The Writer's Guide to Achieve Success. That's going to be very pivotal because part of what we do here is educate and impart knowledge in terms of what we do. And then last but certainly not least, when your normal is upset, living secure in uncertain times, and how appropriate a title for a time in which we live. So without taking up any more time introducing this wonderful woman of God, I would like to welcome Theresa to the broadcast.
Thank you for welcoming. Thank you for the invitation. And hello to your viewing audience. And I'll just start off by saying Merry Christmas. I'll say that right now. It's great to be here during the Advent season.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
we're kicking off something new. We're always kicking off something. In fact, God is always doing something new.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, he
in our
is.
lives.
Yes, he is.
So I'm happy to be here today just to share some information, and I appreciate your acknowledging the books.
Yes, absolutely.
But to our viewing audience, I'm going to emphasize you today. I'm going to emphasize the important, because if you're listening, if you're viewing this program, then you've been led to do that. And you have something in you that needs to get on paper, move that vision to print, because what you have in you is needed for someone. That's it may be only one person, but that someone, that information is needed. And the enemy will battle to ensure that Christian writers don't get to print.
Yeah,
So that's his goal at all times. And when I say Christian writers, it doesn't mean that everything that you write you're going to quote scripture necessarily, because we need to be in all of the venues. You know, whether it's playwriting and your movies, the books, the fiction, the nonfiction, whatever it is. You don't necessarily have to quote scripture because you're getting into the secular environment. But they're going to know. There's going to be something about the light that you have that will shine through.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to wear a neon sign that says, I'm a Christian. They will know what you're doing. I just jumped right into it.
No. So over to Lynn, because she's already answered my first question.
Perfect. So I want you to talk a little bit about, you said you wanted to start with the viewers. So I'm assuming you're starting with those viewers, like you said, who are interested in perhaps writing a book. Talk a little bit about the writer's guide to achieving success, and what tips, what encouragement, motivation you could offer someone who's watching today who is struggling to get that book out of them.
I'm always going to, with the writer's guide, I always start with your call. What do you hear as your call? And God gives us that.
Yes.
So we start with that. I've had so many potential writers say to me, I don't know what to write. I don't know where to start. With the writer's guide, this is a workbook, by the way. So you put your name in the front of the book the moment you open. This belongs to you. And it is a step-by-step process, giving you examples on how to begin to write. And I always talk about freedom, just free flow writing. Just let it go. But I do say, number one, start with asking Father. Sometimes when you think, even with writer's block, and we all get that. Sometimes we just have to come down a little bit and let Father know, I'm struggling right now. I need to hear from you. Some of us hear from him late at night. Early in the mornings. And when you're prompted to take that time, be still and listen, you will get the guidance that you need to get started with your writing. And then the workbook, and in the workbook, two things that are major that are covered in the workbook. I talk about the beginners, and giving some prompts and exercises on how to get started, and journaling is most important. I will tell you, when your normal is upset is the result of about 9 to 12 journals. And it evolved from that. And it came with being obedient when I was prompted between 3:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning to get up and just write. And sometimes it didn't seem to lead anywhere. Wasn't really quite sure. But the chapters for the book, because I was obedient and took that first step, then God just gives us the light to the next step. So he really guides us in the path in getting that started. And that's one of the reasons that there's a light bulb on this particular book, The Writer's Guide, because it is that light that if we focus on that, it makes it easier. But understand that we're part of the problem. We always have the enemy that doesn't want it, but we are also part of the problem. And one of the main challenges with writers is the procrastination. Well, you know, you hear the prompting to get up. Oh, I'll do it a little bit later. I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Or you get a phone call
Yep.
and a friend wants you to kind of meet them to have lunch or dinner, whatever it is, and you know that that would be a plug-in time to get
Yes.
some writing done. So we love to procrastinate
Yes,
as
indeed.
writers. We really do. I mean, and,
Yes.
and they'll say, well, a writer just needs to have alone time. Well, our alone time might be eating the bag of popcorn, changing the station, finding out what's tuned in on the radio.
Yep.
We'll find anything but picking up that pen or going to our laptop
Right.
and getting the writing done.
Right.
So the guide encourages us and new potential writers to focus on a particular topic. I'll give you some topics and exercises to do with that.
Good. Good.
I also will have ideas and resources that they can approach via the web
Okay.
and do some research on whatever topics and things that they're interested in doing, resources on writing.
Okay.
If you are at the end of your writing, I caution you to make sure that you have editing of your work. So, and you find an editor, someone who will give you honest feedback
Yes.
about what it is that you're writing. Self-editing is dangerous.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it is.
Thank
It
you.
will kill that impression that you want your readers to have about your work.
Yes.
So we kind of talk a little bit about that. I give some information on how to get an ISBN number.
Yes.
What's the process to do that? Various levels, depending on where the writer is in their work. I try to address a lot of that in the book. My last book, which is the poetry book,
Okay.
included an audio CD. And I really wanted to talk about that process. Well, one of the things with teaching is you have to have the experience in
Absolutely.
order to provide some guidance in terms of teaching.
Yes.
So that was one of the reasons I decided to get involved in preparing an audio book.
Okay.
And had a great company, and I'm going to give a plug, Creative Development.
Yes.
Shauna and Vaughn Vargas Smith.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent. If you visit my website, www.theresawilsonbooks.com, just click on the contact page. Be happy to give that referral.
Okay.
It was quite an experience because
Yes,
writing
yes.
and then taking that work and speaking,
Yes.
totally different. I
Right.
thought, oh, this is going to be easy. It's my poetry. I
Right.
know my poetry.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the emphasis
Yes.
that you want to have when you are verbally
Yes.
conveying the message in your book
Yes.
is very different than when you're putting that on paper. So
Absolutely.
I talk a little bit about that in the book and some of the parts of the process for it.
Okay.
So, and again, am I over talking?
Oh
No,
not
no.
at
This is
all.
wonderful. This is
Yes.
great.
This
It's
is what-
just very exciting.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
it
Yeah.
is.
For me, I'm a former teacher, and I've always been a writer.
Yes.
So being an author, but you're all
Yes.
if you've been journaling from age 17 or whatever it is,
Right.
you have always been a writer.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of getting that information on paper. That's the key, getting it on paper.
Getting it from out of here.
Getting
right?
it from out of here and trusting
Yes.
trusting that God is going to lead. He'll never let you get embarrassed.
Right.
He'll
Right.
never let you get embarrassed. He will shut things down
Yeah.
before he
Yeah.
will allow you to
Yeah.
get embarrassed. So the key
But-
is staying connected.
But
to
you
him.
know, some of us get embarrassed for reasons that we need not
It's
get
us.
embarrassed. So you still might get embarrassed, but in God's eyes,
Right.
it's not really
Exactly.
embarrassment. You know,
Right.
that's our insecurities
Right.
that are
Right.
playing into, you know, that's how we think sometimes,
Sure.
you know, and
Yeah.
so we got to be cognizant of that as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Most
Yep.
definitely. I have to tell you, a couple of days ago, because I was really praying about the different things I like to say in
Yes.
the short time that I have with your audience. I had an opportunity to look at Joyce Myers. I watch
Yes,
early
Joyce
morning, whether it's
Myers.
Yeah.
Stephen Furtick, listening to my
Right.
pastor Michael Phillips. I'm giving another plug. Dynamic pastor, but
Yes, he
listening
is. And
and
his
also
wife
reading
as
it.
well.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes.
What a power team.
Yes.
And we're going to keep them captive. You all, nobody can have them.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that, I'm just going to pull this bag up.
Okay.
She talked about walking around with excuses.
Yeah.
Excuse bag. And I thought it would be very interesting. I'm just going to pull out one excuse that
And hold
people
this up
might
'cause I
have.
want to make sure that
Oh,
everyone
okay.
sees it.
All right.
This is the excuse bag.
The excuses.
Okay.
The excuses.
I
are
love
not
it.
right.
Excuses.
Excuses.
Right.
Oh yeah. We can load that bag.
Right,
with
right.
excuses.
Yes,
Right.
I love it.
So I just picked out one. I don't have any good ideas.
Wow.
I don't have any good ideas.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example, and this is something for you as an audience to think about. I was in the dentist's office, and they're either they're the cleaning and the scraping and and I thought, isn't there another way? He said, no, this is the best way.
Wow.
This is the best. This is what we've done for centuries. This is the only way to deal with
Right.
plaque or whatever.
Right, right.
Now this is interesting to apply this to writing.
Okay.
The only way you're going to get it done is right. There's no so
Just
your
do it.
idea, just do it. And if you think you're freezing in terms of
Yes.
ideas, there's a world of things. Think about what you do every day.
Yes.
There could be an anecdote to anything that you're doing.
Yes.
And you can take that idea, begin to write, free flow, let it go.
Yes.
Let the Spirit lead in what you're going to put on paper, and you'll be
Love it.
very surprised
Yes.
at the end product.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's a world of ideas.
Yes.
There's a world of ideas. It's just a matter of your releasing and letting it go. So that's the excuse bag. I have several
Okay.
of them. I have several of them in here. Oh my goodness, the other ones I don't have time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't have time.
Oh.
Here's another one.
That's the big one there.
Oh, this is the big one. Your time. God gives us the
Same amount of time.
that same
Oh, yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Uh-huh.
we make the decision
Yep.
about what we're going to do with that time.
That's right.
And I say to you, especially if you're prompted, and if you're prompted to get up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm guilty of turning over. I'm human. I'm the same. I will turn over, and then I'm just hearing, I blew it. Did that bother? Yeah, I blew it. I'm going to get up. I'm getting up. That kind of. But
Yes.
get up and begin to write.
That's
The
right.
time is yours. You let your family and your friends know
Yes.
that you're involved in a project. So maybe it's 8 to 9 in the
Yes.
evening, or it's 10 to 11 in the evening, and that if they can't reach you, it's because it's that downtime.
That's right.
And with your children,
Yeah, yeah.
you can make a contract. They love special things.
That's
You
right.
let mommy do this for this period of time, then we're going to have a special treat.
Yeah.
Make sure you give them a special treat, because you want to make sure you're training them
That's
to
right.
respect the time that you need in terms of your writing.
Right.
So that's our excuses bag. And then I just
Okay.
brought another bag. This is the gift bag.
All right.
Oh wow.
Now, I'm not going to read what is in my little envelope of gifts, because each of us has the gift, a gift.
Wow.
And Father will take that. All He wants us to do
Oh, I love it.
is be willing
Yes.
to open the gift bag
Mm-hmm.
and begin to do what He's leading us to do.
That's good.
It's
That's
it's
good.
very simple.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at both of us. We could be
Right.
looking at the exact same scene, let's say out of the window.
Yeah.
And if I would ask that we would write what we see, each of us would have a different view.
version.
So never also think that, oh, someone's already written that. It's already been
Yes.
done. It wasn't done by you.
Yes.
And if that's an idea that was given to you, don't think about what others might be doing. Don't think about
Yes.
whether it's already been done. Don't think about the fact that you're not a Joyce Meyer or a T.D.
That's
Jakes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Do it,
That's right.
Yep.
because that's your assignment. That's your gift.
Yes.
So I say to you, use your little props. Everybody can go to the dollar store and get a little white bag, put a bow on it. Get your gift bag. I also want you to take your excuses bag, because we all have our individual excuses.
Yes.
And what your goal will be for 2019 is to get rid of, that should be empty
Right.
by the end of
I love it.
2019.
I
Yeah.
love
Get rid
it.
of those keep the gift bag.
Yeah.
But let's get rid of
Get rid of
those
that.
those excuses. So
Rich. This is so rich.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Good teaching. So,
you.
so Theresa, you've answered all of my questions. Except for one.
Okay.
What does the V stand for?
Oh, V is my middle name, Renee.
Okay.
And my husband and I have a consulting firm. We do some workshops, seminars, and so it's Bernie Management Associates, so BM Associates.
Good.
Yes.
Excellent.
I was going to try to think of something else to tell you.
It's all good. Now, do you feel in 2018, do you feel that we were living through a season of uncertain times?
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Almost definitely. We are, and Doug and I talked about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The end times. Pay attention to what's, and that's something you can really write.
Right.
Pay attention to the season that we're in, and we are clearly entering in the end times. And writers, you are absolutely most needed now. The verbiage that you use that's given to you from Father in this time will help those who will be struggling. Who will be struggling, and they're going to need to hear from you. They're going to need to read something that prompts them to understand. If they haven't gotten ready, they better get ready.
Get ready.
They better understand where their source is. When all else fails and that normal is upset, there's one very steady, awesome, magnificent person.
Right.
Never changing.
Right.
Never changing.
Yep.
And call on him.
Yes.
And he'll show you the way.
Spot
he
on.
will show you the way.
Spot on.
Yes. Well, I want you to share with our viewers, if they want to purchase the books, if they want to invite you out as a guest speaker, how can they get in contact with you?
Thank you. Books are on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. You can also go to my website, www.theresawilsonbooks.com. I also have a podcast, Moving from Vision to Print, and that is anchor.fm/Theresa-Wilson. But if you go on my website and just go to the contact page and let me know that you're interested in that, more of a contact, you can do that, and I'll get right back to you. I will say something else too.
Yes.
I had a challenge with a group that had with Facebook, and I'm going to put a challenge to your audience.
Okay.
If you go on my website, CAOT, and put CAOT TV, first you have to write that. I challenge you for this week, starting Sunday to Sunday, pick a goal that you are making the commitment to meet for that week, for this week. Let me know what that goal is. And again, the preference is you have to let me know that you heard this on CAOT TV. And I love her because well, we have history. We did WJZ TV together.
Yes,
was it this year? Was it this year? It was last year. It was last year.
It was last year.
So, and there is a connection here. I wish we had time to talk about it, but I'm going to be quiet. But let us know.
You're my big sister in Christ.
I'm telling you.
I appreciate you.
Love you too. But visit my website, give me your goal, and I'll have a special response for those of you who do that.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you know, Lynn, what that's about.
All right.
So
you heard that.
Goal, and you have to meet that goal, because I'm going to send you something that will let me know what you're doing for that week. There's a particular chart that I'm going to let you review and do. Okay.
All right.
Good.
Thank
good.
You.
What departing words do you have for all of us? I mean, you've given us a lot of great wisdom, but what departing words do you have?
Writers write.
Okay.
Love it.
Writers write.
Yes.
That is, and understand, especially now, the enemy is on it.
Yes, he is.
He is going to browbeat you to keep you from completing that work. So as a writer, no matter what, write.
Yes.
Wow.
And Father is going to take you to the next level.
Oh,
wow.
I love
That's good. That's good.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
This has just been awesome.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
Great show.
Yes.
Great show.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
I want to thank you for tuning in to the CAOT TV show. There's a challenge out there. Want to make sure that you go on Facebook, go to Theresa Wilson's Facebook page.
Well, it actually was my website,
Okay.
www.theresawilsonbooks.com.
And they need to tell you once they go to the website that
They have to say that
CAOT TV Show that you saw it here, so that they can get what again?
Oh, it's going to be something special in the mail. Actually, I'm going to have a drawing at the end. Those who meet that challenge,
Yes.
and then I'm going to let you know what that is.
All right. So listen, you can be blessed in so many ways by watching this broadcast. And so I want you to follow up. Want to thank you again. Want to encourage you to support Christian authors. Visit us online, www.christianauthorsontour.com, to get more information about Christian authors and Christian books, and our 2019 Seed and Good Soil multi-state Christian book tour. Want to encourage you also to pick up a copy of our CAOT TV show calendar and get some information about some amazing men and women of God. The CAOT, the Ladies of Christian Authors on Tour calendar, and the Men of Christian Authors on Tour calendar. Until next time, see you later, everybody.
All right.